Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to A Hat in Time. Now, a couple of months ago, you might remember, I did the Danganronpa mod. You might also remember that there was a second route to that Danganronpa mod. I totally lost track of time and didn't realize how long it had been since I last played this. So it's probably about time we played this and saw the second route. Because apparently the story is actually completely different. So this is it, the grand finale. We know all the grand finale. But we're at the point where we just need to see the next route. So, pick a survivor. We're picking grooves this time. Okie dokie. There will also be some gag segments in between to try and lighten the mood. Also, any scenes that play out exactly the same in both rooms, particularly the long ones, are skippable. The chronological order of events varies as well, depending on the first route, though you'll be... Alright. So, I heard this is a very different story, so I can't wait to...
Someone get a mop.
Alright, that gag segment's completely different. I wasn't expecting the gags to be different. Alright. There's also Hat Kid's Adventures outside of the core. This time it's pretty heavy focus, so it's pretty unavoidable. Let's go see what this part doesn't change en route. Okay, so if that part doesn't change en route, we'll skip that bit just to see how it goes. 8 days after Trial 5. Okay.
Alright, let's get cooking.
Let's make this enjoyable, shall we?
We always paying for
Okay,
that.
we got just about all of our strongest here for now. We got 2 objectives. 1, find Tim. 2, get rid of the moon jumper. You still remember the strategy, right?
Not sure if I do.
Memory, Timmy.
Well, at least he remembered, because you sure don't.
An adult? Where?
Finally, the prophecy on that stupid tablet can be fulfilled. You finally meet your younger self. Why is Komuro Negi here?
That's a very long story involving a killing game in Third Energy.
Yeah, we know all about the killing game. I hope you're aware of a trial another episode. Yeah, we know about that. This mod is getting weird. It's about to get weirder. Your dream crossover team is already wreaking havoc, and it won't be long before even more weird people are randomly involved somehow. Time Lord knows where Coco, Yumi, Miku, and Katie all went.
More! Break it!
Alright.
Would you please calm down a little here?
You know what? I lost this one last time. I want to see how to win this one.
I don't think I'm old enough to be hearing things like that.
I remember that now. Jesus.
That looked painful.
Oh,
Hey,
quite.
Oops. Who was that? Someone from the TV world?
Probably.
We're not even on Earth and the media dimension is bleeding out here? Cactus! Wait, what? We've got trouble here. Yumi, you go
Alright.
while I shoot these guys down.
Alright,
using
this
the
time I'm
W,
gonna bloody win
S,
this.
D, and O keys. If they get close to us, we'll take damage. That seems pretty obvious again, but okay. But why are they attacking us?
Because
You ran her over.
Oh.
Oops. I might have shot the other one, though. Okay, that one you can't blame me for. All right, let's bring out the big guns. Here we go.
I've missed this mod.
That walking cactus has a really sturdy vehicle, and the speed's not bad either. It won't go down in a single hit.
Alright.
Oh man, that boat car looks so radical.
Really?
Why did you say it like that? If it was more durable, it'd be cooler. Either way, it's fast but not tanky, so it won't hurt us as bad as the other one.
Good. Fair. There is an invulnerable option if you want to guarantee winning. Yeah, we do. Yes, I want to win. You're invincible. Go nuts. We want to win this time!
Oh dear.
You come back
Okay,
here!
I promised Marge I wouldn't come home drunk, so I need to drive around until I sober up.
Another cool thing.
Alright.
Wait, good.
This is still taking as much time as normal. You know, I swear I remember doing this towards the end of the episode last time, rather than at the very beginning. So, it feels weird that I'm doing it at the beginning. You were literally pushing the other car forward then, Homer. That's bull.
Simpson women are famous for their ability to drive from an early age.
Really? That's very early.
It's gonna rip us in half.
Yep.
Another one? How bad is it?
Extremely.
It's fast, it's thick, and it hits hard. Faster than the others? Okay, not as fast as the Boater Farini, but still, we can't let it near us.
Alright, let's see the victory at long last. What happens?
Been unfortunate.
Yeah, it has been. We've seen what happens when you lose.
Are they finally gone? Sort of.
Maybe?
They're not following us, but they're definitely still in the forest.
Okay.
We should regroup with the others. Yep. Right after I finish blowing up more bad guys.
You enjoying that a lot, are you?
Please tone down the screaming. Come on, let me enjoy it a bit. You'll have a strange sense of fun.
Isn't that strange? I think most people enjoy blowing up bad guys. Am I right, everyone? I wonder if Miku, Whisper, and Katie are faring any better.
People have pools.
Previously on Knife is Strange.
Chloe, could you please stop dying every episode? Why do I even bother?
What the bloody hell in Christ? The following scenes do not change en route. I can't remember them. What are they?
My head hurts.
Oh yeah, this bit. You're ready to beat the tar out of him.
You have a lot to answer for, Moonjumper.
Get away from me.
Moonjumper attempts to float away, but is too injured.
You must pay for what you did to my kingdom.
I'm sure they must. Vanessa closes in.
Vanessa, wait. Before you do anything, there's something you should know.
And that is?
The
A good
Moonjumper.
question.
He's,
That doesn't that coat look familiar?
You're joking.
I love that realization moment. You're bracing for impact.
Why do you scare me so much? What are you?
One of the few things you remember about Moonjumper is that Snatcher used to harass him about being the prince for Vanessa. Moonjumper would wet the bed anytime Snatcher brought something as a reminder of that.
This can't be. How did this happen?
You'd ask Timmy, but that doesn't work for you specifically. The forest inhabitants are back to normal. Alright, time to fix Subcon. Actually, you want your younger self to go with Kimura and the others while you stay here dealing with the distortions. You're not exactly the correct person to be invited to a multi-franchise crossover. Older you has a point, and that sounds amazing, so you'll do it.
My brain really is a messed up place, isn't it?
Where has he been this whole time?
Frozen solid in the bathroom, of course.
Alright. Of course he was.
So time's all messed up across the universe. I'm coming with you then. You're gonna need me.
Fair point. Odd choice for a supporting character in a big crossover, but okay.
Great to hear.
Should I come with, or?
Nah, you can stay here and help out your dweller friends in the forest.
Alright, try not to have a meltdown.
Don't remind me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Editor's note, Tim's meltdown, the main plot of the oldest version of Hat in Time story, was caused by Tim constantly reminding himself not to have a meltdown. The first story rating of Hat in Time was apparently a messed up
We're
place.
off to the crossover. See you in a day or two. How are you handling the truth, by the way?
The love of my life has become a demon trying to ruin my kingdom. I'm not well.
Well, at least you didn't freak out or anything.
I'm her prince? Then why does she scare me so much?
Because she's a very scary person.
Talk about that amongst yourselves.
3?
You both have fun with that.
Wait, what do you mean 3?
This explanation might take a while. You decide to talk privately with Tim about the course of action. Actually, wait. The course of action is already decided. You don't have to be here for this awkward interaction. So, can you have a gag segment here, please?
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess who went to Subcon Forest.
Okay.
She then went crazy and killed everyone.
Why?
I already know the story about Vanessa.
I said princess who went to Subcon, not queen of Subcon.
Alright.
What?
Out of my way, you filthy peasants! Could you cool it down with the road rage? You're going overboard. How come Crash is allowed to break everything all the time and I can't?
If you don't care about the crossbow. No, I care. What is it?
Well, I guess you're joining us on our world/universe-saving adventure? Nice!
Alright.
Now everyone here can deal with the problem on this planet. Now where do we go?
That is a good question.
Another haunted mansion.
Hopefully. Well, it's a crossover plot, so chances are you'll run into random people that realistically have no business being involved in this otherwise. That will help guide you to your next objective. Almost immediately after saying that on a flying ship or something because of reasons.
Crystal's energy has been regenerated. Now we can use it to fix the multiverse and prevent the endless time loops.
Called it.
This just got a lot weirder.
It always does. So, what crazy, kooky things going on with this group of misfits?
The Warriors of Light, as well as these 2 cable passerbys, are on a quest to restore the continuum of time and space.
That's pretty common. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun, ridiculous adventure, but you have one important question. Why are the angry Muppets in the crossover?
Can we go home now?
Probably not. Probably not.
Use a change of pace from all this explosiveness.
Hey, I forgot I was the line here.
I wonder if the others are having this much trouble.
Meanwhile, with daddy issues. Alright, this is brand new. This is a new scene we haven't seen before. I've been expecting you.
Wormed your way back into the media dimension?
Alright.
Save the jabs for later. We've got bigger problems right now.
And what's that?
We're not gonna duke it out while spouting Star Wars references?
Well, no one wants that, so...
Despair will consume
In the
all.
end, this is meaningless.
Does that
Despair
fill you
will
with despair?
all.
Like the editor crashing when you're working on a mod. Despair is going to consume the whole world.
That's a little too much,
Dreams of
Junko.
Despair will consume all. Despair is gonna screw up reality.
I was
Yeah.
so hard on my plan.
A bit too much, Junko.
Okay, fair point.
Yep.
I will ignore you coming into my domain.
Media is open to public domain.
I will ignore you being here under the circumstance we forfeitures until these things are gone.
Isn't that kind of a cop-out? This feels like an enemy mine trope in full effect. And every crossover has one of those.
You got any better ideas where both of us deal with this on our own? This one, they're more irritating than you and those freaks you brought with you. I'm asking you for help. Something is wrong.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Well, I'm not exactly a reservoir of originality anyway, so I guess I can make this one exception. But you better not pull anything once it's over, Dad. You're gonna try anyway, aren't you? You know, I can just leave until they get here and swarm you.
Fine, I won't pull any dirty tricks. Just help me get them out of here.
Avoid
Alright.
no Luke. I am your father reference, and you've got yourself a deal.
The following scenes do not change en route. Skip. No, we can watch them. Back to the actual plot. Here it is, the giant timepiece.
Wow, it's huge.
It is. Now that you've discovered the likely biggest source of the problem, all you need to do is fix it. You're going in.
This whole raid has been pretty all over the place, you know.
Oh yeah.
You two good now?
No. No, I'm not.
I highly doubt they would.
I want to be one again.
Sorry, but there's not much that could be done right now.
I know.
Well, it's always
Now,
awkward,
what
that,
do
isn't
we
it?
do? ...
Dot.
Okay. If you say so.
Translation?
It's all up to her. Until this is all over and Tim and Hatty all fix everything, we'll have to deal with the smaller ones.
Guess
Alright.
running out of time is the only option.
Few scenes were added to before the trial to add some context. You should watch them at least once, especially since they're flocking important. It's the final episode. The climax is coming soon. Do you want to see them? Oh yeah, definitely. Here we go. Now we get to the main point where all the trial finishes. Oh, this is going to be interesting. 10 days after Trial 5 in the gym.
Alright, you runts. I've gathered you all here for a mandatory body search.
Alright.
Isn't that against the Fourth Amendment?
Where do you think we are exactly? This isn't America.
You're seriously going to body search us like airport security?
Correction. He is going to do the searching.
Let's get this over with fast.
Can I refuse?
What exactly is Snatcher looking for?
If one of you are hiding it, you'll see. Otherwise, it's none of your beeswax.
Huh. Who the heck says beeswax anymore?
If you empty your pockets, this will go by smoother.
Everyone empties their pockets. There's a spelling error. With Mustache Girl having way more weapons on her than she'd ever need. No one is shocked by that.
Okay, now where's the other half?
Ugh.
She removes even more weapons.
Where does she keep them all?
Don't ask. It's a long story as to how weapons materializing from thin air for you and her work.
There. That's all of them. Happy.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Alright, what's going on? The minion proceeds to thoroughly search everyone's person for the thing Snatcher is looking for, excluding the obvious. Excluding the obvious. The item was not found.
We done now?
Dismissed. Minion with me.
Alright. The minion and Snatcher leave.
What was that for?
Someone must have stolen something from Snatcher and ticked him off. I don't know who did it, but they've got guts. And my respect.
Fair. Must have been super important. Maybe it was your timepiece.
Oh, that would definitely tick him off. Whoever you are, I salute you.
So, I guess we just leave now?
Yeah, would
I say
seem
we
so.
figure out who this mystery thief is. With the timepiece's power, we might stand a chance against Snatcher.
Why do I feel like it won't be enough?
Snatcher's has the durability of glass, but he's also more powerful than before, so he might not be as easy to knock down.
I see. Alright, Rebel Squad, we're gonna come up with a plan.
Are you? In the security office, where Snatcher set himself up to watch everybody.
Still no clues to who stole it. It's probably not Grooves. He's too depressed. The Nomad's way too boring and passive, so it's probably one of the annoying little girls. It'd be so much easier to just kill them.
Why don't you, Mr.
That's how
Snatcher?
you feel, then why are you even bothering with the rules anymore?
If I were to guess, probably because that's the challenge. Killing them myself would be easy, but it'd also be very boring. Though law school drilling into my brain that rules exist for a reason and can and will be used against you probably has something to do with it too.
You went to law school, Snatcher? I mean, I can understand that given your fascination with contracts and everything, but...
I guess I've screwed
Really?
the rules so many times now that they may as well not exist, but that stupid girl is so annoying, and these idiots take so long to kill each other.
It's because no one wants to kill each other. Not everyone is like you and me and is a complete socio-psychopath.
Alright, I got a task for you.
What should I do?
Kill someone?
See if you can kill them both. What's the harm in another double, huh?
Time limit?
3 days. Don't keep me waiting.
I'll see what I
Alright.
can do.
The next day.
We're out of time. Did you get anyone else to help us?
I tried, but if I don't know whether or not Snatcher is distracted, I can't risk it.
That's Very fair, because in the first run, we had Conductor able to just completely argue with Snatcher for about, like, 30 minutes straight, yelling at the top of his voice, in order to... So, as a distraction, so that she could work with... So that she could work with Penelope and Bowgirl. But she can't do that in this one, can they?
Okay. Right on then. I'm starting the fire. You got a plan?
Well, probably it's gonna... no plan.
It's kinda last minute, but it's the best I can come up with.
Better than nothing. Alright, let's light this sucker.
The minion starts the fire.
Alright, you brought the contract, right?
Yep.
The Merman proceeds to remove the contract from the spot they hid it.
Here it is.
Alright, where did you...
You don't want to know.
Okay, moving on.
The minion chucks the contract into the fire, the minion's soul leaving its body. The body he once possessed falls limp on the floor like a rag doll.
Where should I put the body?
Leave it there.
Okay. Oh, wait! I thought dwellers couldn't speak.
Yeah.
Wait, you're hearing me... Huh?
Editor's note. Dwellers in the final version of the game don't speak or have dialogue unless it's a very, very original unless it's a very, very original patch where one of them spoke, because before that, back in the era of Moonjumper, dwellers could talk just fine. Minions didn't exist as NPCs at that point, since Snatcher didn't adopt Moonjumper's role by that point of development.
Whatever. It's not important. You gotta hide.
Yep.
Okay, I hope this goes well.
So do I.
It is not gonna go well at all. Later in the day in the spa.
Rose, get out of there before you use up all the hot water. I'm not taking a cold shower again.
Cold water.
Why did I bother?
You're ready for a hot shower.
We'll have to wait a while until the hot water refills.
An unnecessarily a long amount of time later, after Grooves leaves, the girls are playing with cards.
Got any threes?
Go fish.
Ugh, this is so boring. If I say you win, can we do something else?
Thank Peck. You are sick of card games. They enter the spa.
Alright, let's start up the water.
You notice a big brown rag doll on the floor in the back of the room.
What's that supposed to be?
Kinda looks like a minion of Snatcher, but without the possession part.
Oh wait, does that mean we discovered the minion dead? BDA! 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 Oh well, guess it was too much to hope he finally just died already.
It's still pretty suspicious looking. Why is it laying in the middle of the floor?
Don't know. Don't care right now. I want to shower first.
Understandable. Mustache Girl proceeds to shower with her clothes on.
Oh, I feel cleaner already.
I mean, I suppose there probably isn't any washing, laundry washing or anything on this in this place, is there? That's not how you shower.
It saves up on laundry. Shut up.
Alright. She didn't have access to the laundromat in Mafia Town, did she?
Don't remind me.
Oof. Oof. 2 days later, spa again.
I need to bathe soon. I feel... bleh. What
Understand.
the heck is taking him so long to set off the announcement?
Probably the fact he doesn't realize. They enter the spa.
Finally, congratulations!
Uh-huh.
Wait, what?
You're the first person to discover the corpse, so, change to the formula here. Since there's almost nobody here anymore, I'm lowering the witness requirement to 1 for the upcoming trials. So, congrats! You're not guilty!
Okay. There's absolutely no way, nobody else saw that thing in the middle of the pecking room.
A body has been discovered in the sauna. Get over here right now. I've got an important update for you all.
Alright. I think you just dug yourself a hole there. Good. Alright. We don't need to go through who everyone is, or the evidence or anything. Let's just do this thing. Actually, no, the evidence might be different. Who would you like to look at? TV set. A non-operational TV inside the sauna with a lot of technology around it would have likely been inside it for whoever was working on whatever they were doing when they finished it. Gift shopping spree. There were so many items left next to the machine in the gift shop, it's suspicious. There are several colours of paint: red, orange, yellow, green, purple, pink, brown, black, white, knives, dolls and radios, etc. Someone with a lot of coins must have went wild there. Motives. Several motives were thrown at the survivors. Again, let's be honest, the evidence is completely worthless at this point. Snatcher file. The minion was found dead in the sauna. Time and cause of death are unknown. State of the body. The body of the minion looked like a brown ragged rag doll. The doll itself looked undamaged. There's no blood either. Body searches. Snatcher forced the minion to perform body searches on everyone while watching to make sure he's not faking it. There was nothing hidden in anyone's shirts, pants, trousers, pockets, hats, or shoes. Everyone felt irritated by the invasion of personal space, but was relieved that they didn't search down there. Missing peppers. Peppers kept in the kitchen went missing. It's noticeable because the cooking cat was the only one to ever actually use them, because nobody else knows how to cook them in dishes properly, resulting in intense burning sensation in the mouth. Alright, this is definitely a lot of different evidence. BDA! The BDA did not go off until well after every single person had already seen the minion's body. Nobody even identified it as a corpse until Snatcher told everyone it was the minion's body. To them, it looked like a random rag doll just laying there for no reason. The Nomad was confirmed not guilty by the Snatcher after the explanation. Lack of cameras. There are no cameras in the sauna. Fire and ash! A bonfire was made in the spa, back of the spa. Grooves would likely remember why. Alright then. Let's do this thing! Ready? Great! Let's get this finale started!
Well, this is getting interesting, isn't it? Only 4 of you are left now. You already know how this rodeo goes. Solve the mystery or die. Have fun?
Yeah, fair.
Hey, I know you're sad, but we need your help with this.
You've been wallowing in depression for way too long now. Seriously, dude, get over it.
Yeah. Penguin wasn't even that well developed. Why did he last so long?
You two have no tact, do you?
Absolutely none.
Okay, 3 suspects total, because it's not the Nomad.
Okay. 4 if you consider the minion.
Crud, that's right.
Where should we even start?
I don't know. The file didn't even give us a single concrete detail aside from found dead in the sauna. I don't even know what day he died on.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask something? Was I really the first one to find the body?
No. Technically, it was you. Then Mustache Girl about 2 days ago.
So that was the same body? Snatcher, your BDA is 2 days late.
What? No, it isn't. The Nomad found the body first. Are you sure you're talking about the body?
Yeah. Important, do not skip the next text box. All debates from here on operate like this. You use Z, X, and C to swap your current evidence to hit W to fire. Don't forget the controls will only be used once. Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's a bit experiment for those with the... Yeah. Right, let's do this. Lack of cameras, missing peppers, motives. What's everyone gonna say?
The Nomad found the body first. Aren't you happy I narrowed it down?
No, not really.
I should be, but no. I get the feeling even you don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
The BDA's timing is off. Definitely gives me that impression.
The timing was not off.
Yes, it was.
But he has cameras all over the place.
That's what I need to disagree with.
Nothing gets by me, kid.
What to say? Well, I have to watch Monica's tips just because it's on.
Hi. You needed more help with the debates?
I just like hearing your voice, Monica.
Zombie crisis!
You're gonna have to tolerate that, I'm afraid. I'm kind of in the middle of this mod's crossover plot, so if you're wondering where me, Cadence, Dan, Toro, and Regina are, well, we're in zombie-infested America.
Why America?
Heroes in Canada or something, and now we have to go there because the crossover plot said so.
I mean, fair.
Right, Rookie, I know this is a crappy crossover fanfic, but could you try a lot harder to give us a good reason to make this Death Road to Canada reference?
Monica, this part wasn't even supposed to be mentioned because I barely put anything into it compared to the other two crossover subplot. But when writing Who Went There, I figured TV Land would be somewhere you specifically wouldn't want to go.
At least you thought that part through. And it's not a part of the main plot, so I guess I can let it slide. For now. But don't think me calling you out makes this cop out okay. Okay? So the big one of Route G. Would you really need me for this one?
Yes, or I love you. I feel
Aw, you did this just to spend more time with me? That's so sweet.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, we can't have any meaningful conversations because the kismet in this mod isn't that advanced. But it's the thought that counts.
Thanks, Monica.
I guess there's not much more to say. See you around.
See you around, Monica. I love how that's an option. Alright, let's go.
The Nomad found the body first. Aren't you happy I narrowed it down?
I should be, but no. I get the feeling even you don't know what happened.
No, he doesn't.
The fact that the BDA's timing is off.
I love how that's just an option. I love you. I heart you.
Yes, it was.
Did you really need me for this? No. No, I didn't.
But he has...
Shut up, Grooves. Shut up. No, he doesn't. Hey, question. If there were cameras in a super wet, steamy room, wouldn't the lens fog up?
You don't have cameras in the spa because of that, huh?
He's just dead silent.
Ugh, if I had known that sooner, I'd have spent so much more time there.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. So, if the room of death was the single blind spot that Snatcher had no means of tracking, wouldn't that mean he can't accurately say who the culprit is?
Now hold on there, kid. Just because I can't see what happened inside doesn't mean I can't hear what happens inside.
Alright. If that were the case, he'd know what happened and why. I don't believe him.
I know what I heard. I definitely know the culprit of the trial, even if you idiots don't believe me.
Okay.
Then why not give us the time or cause of death?
Again, it's to balance the trial. Pay attention.
I thought you muted it because I was yelling at you constantly.
Also very true.
I unmuted it once you finally settled the heck down.
Ugh, you're just gonna throw any excuse at us that we can't prove wrong with evidence, just so you'll be blameless.
Yeah. That seems to be the case, but that still doesn't explain the body.
Okay, fine. I tried reviving him. Again, his contract is far from expired.
Okay. His contract is ash.
You want to know why I was late with the BDA? It's because I wanted my servant to stay longer. There. You happy?
I mean, that's reasonable, I suppose, but you can't tell if he's telling the truth right now.
If he is, that's a clue. It would mean that the cause of death got rid of the dweller within as well. Otherwise, it's another manipulation of his.
That's...
I didn't see a dweller.
Neither did you.
I didn't see them.
The cause of death was an exorcism?
Does anyone here even know how to perform one of those?
Well, what else could it be? He didn't get killed in Trial 4 by the rope, so normal injuries must be off the table.
Huh. No, that's very fair. What's the evidence? State of body, TV set, fire and ash.
Let's try figuring out the cause of death.
Okay. The cause of death couldn't have been an injury, at least not a normal one, and
If
the dweller was
never
never found.
found, that means they're either dead or hiding. But why hide?
If they're hiding, then it's probably because Snatcher made them for a trick.
You really want it to be me, don't you?
Obviously! Yes, besides that, there is a way to kill a spirit.
How do you kill what's already dead?
I don't actually know that. How to word this. Monica, how are you doing?
Okay, let's see. Which debate are we at? Okay, got it. For this one, try to remember the game mechanics from Subcon Forest.
Okay.
There's a few, but those mechanics should help you figure out where this debate is going.
I mean, obviously it's fire and ash.
That's my tip for this debate. Thanks for listening.
Alright. Alright.
Let's try figuring out the cause of death.
I know the evidence. And the dweller was never found.
If the dweller was never found, that
Nope.
means they're either dead
Thank you, but I don't get
or
what you mean.
hiding.
Oh, for the love
Why
of...
hide?
Let's try figuring out the cause of death.
And the dweller was never found.
If the dweller was never found, that means they're either dead or hiding.
Nope.
But why hide?
They were not. If they're hiding, then that probably means...
You guys really want it to be me, don't you?
There is a way to kill a spirit. Yes, there is. Oh, yeah! There we go. What?
Prithee, I can explain.
Wambus, I want your harem off the couch.
I want your harem off the
Way, they
couch.
could have pulled off an exorcism. There's those glowing Parafoxes and their weird vampires.
Oh, Jesus hell. Why does she know that?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't know, but she barged into my forest uninvited too.
You're still a cliche evil villain.
And you're still an annoying fool that doesn't know your place.
You had
Very
nothing
fair.
coming, you soul-stealing pest.
Keep this up, and I will kill you.
Fine.
Editor's note, a scene involving a playable mustache girl in Subcon was removed from the game before release. Long story short, the bonfire could have been it, but there's a catch.
What's the catch?
You need to sacrifice people inside paintings to make it work.
That's disturbing.
Paintings can do that? Ooh, we could keep the Empress trapped forever like that.
Yeah, that is the best idea she's ever had!
Alright, I'm so psyched. Let's go take down some Yakuza.
Young lady, you are getting ahead of yourself.
Very true.
But we have a killing game to survive first.
Yeah. Why didn't we think of that beforehand? That could have worked as an option to get rid of Snatcher.
So, if that's the case, then who'd have known about that?
Ooh, that's actually interesting, because that is how we get rid of Snatcher in Route C. So that just makes me wonder how the hell we're going to get rid of him in Route G.
I sure didn't know paintings could do that. That's terrifying.
Well, I didn't know.
And Mustache Girl sounded like she didn't know that until now. Wait.
So the only people who'd know about that are Kid and Snatcher. Assuming this is the method of exorcism. But can you just shove in any painting? Or...
It must be a highest quality one, which means there must be a victim or 3 to sacrifice to make it work. That's the impression you got from the fire spirits.
I honestly don't think we can count this as the method of exorcism then. We'll have to look at this from a different angle.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Kid and Snatcher are the 2 people here most familiar with Subcon Forest.
Slow
Yeah.
down there. I'm not done. I'm honestly convinced that Snatcher does not know what really happened in there with 100% certainty.
You people will never let this go, will you?
Absolutely not.
Did anyone see cameras in the sauna compared to the rest of the building?
Again, all I needed was sound.
Sound is not good enough, darling.
And why's that?
You
Ooh.
could fake someone else's voice if you're good at voice acting.
Ah! Well done, Grooves.
That is the most self-incriminating thing I've heard yet.
I mean, that's
I'm
true.
not done. There's another way to pretend to be someone else audibly.
Alright. What might help confuse the voice situation? MP3 player, sunglasses, radio player. Probably the radio player.
You don't have to be a genius to use an audio editor and a radio to make it sound like someone else was the culprit. Any of us could have pulled that off.
He's thinking.
Yakuza got your tongue?
Well played, whoever you are. Too bad I'm a sore loser.
Oh, this does not sound good.
So you admit that you don't know.
You idiots were so insistent on biting the hand that fed you. So fine, let's raise the stakes, shall we? If you can't deduce who did this, and if the smart aleck wants to say hidden to say, you lose to me out of spite, the killing game will end with all of your lives.
Well, uh-oh, that's bad.
Well, you're all in for it now. You know, I was okay with just offing whoever got the most votes. Yeah, I'm abusing my power, but you wretches can't do anything about it.
Huh. He's not even trying to hide this anymore. You're more than certain he rigged Trial 3.
Of course Trial 3 was rigged. That stupid girl is the most irritating thing I've ever had to tolerate the existence of. So yeah, I got her executed on false charges I committed. And even if you could prove anything else I did to shove it in my face, it'd be a waste of the precious seconds you need to figure out the jerkbag who's still not fessing up.
Note to self, don't bully the dragon, so to speak.
Indeed. So, Snatcher wants us to figure out who's messing with him.
I think I get the logic. If Snatcher doesn't know and can't accurately say who the killer is, then they'd have to just pick someone to be the Black-Handed. And if he's wrong, the true killer can say they did it and explain themselves.
Okay.
It's like a Batman's gambit. If Snatcher keeps trying to cover it up or evade the issue, like he usually does, he'd look more suspicious until he can't hide it anymore and the whole situation explodes on him.
That's oddly insightful. Shoot! They saw right through it.
I see. So they were banking on me acting in a certain way. What? Were you expecting me to be shocked and defenseless or something? Ha! Too bad, whoever you are.
They're ruining it! Okay, calm. You'll figure something out.
I don't know who you are, but you've got my respect.
What the Christ is going on?
What was that?
Snatcher doesn't know, so how would any of you?
Fine, I admit it. I don't actually know what's happening here. So what? You're all staying here until I get my answer. Or until I say screw it, just kill them all.
Okay.
We finally have someone brave enough to kill your minion and go after you next, and it's up to us to weed them out so they can die? What kind of sick joke is this?
Yeah.
Our only option.
Okay. Great, but where do we even start?
There must have been things out of place, right?
I really want to know how this is gonna go now. Alright.
Okay, things out of place.
Okay. There's 5 floors to keep track of too, which
Perhaps
isn't really
there was
helping.
something else odd about the crime scene?
The TV set. There was something odd with the kitchen.
Anybody visit the gift shop lately?
Yeah, that was also odd. Hi, Monica. I like hearing your voice.
Okay, let's see. Which debate are at? Something suspicious is related to each of these areas, but only one of them is the answer.
Yep.
Out of the options, what's the most suspicious?
Probably the gift shopping spree.
Or perhaps, which is more likely to be related to a murder? You remember what the purpose of each of these rooms is, right?
Yeah, that's also true.
That's the best I've got. Hope that helps.
Alright, well, so I'm gonna go with the gift shopping spree.
Okay, things out of place.
Yeah, things out of place. 5 floors to keep track of.
Perhaps there was something else odd about the crime scene?
Nope, there was, but not quite good enough.
Anybody visit the...
There we go. Gift shopping spree.
Murder supplies anyway.
Okay.
There were a lot of random items in the gift shop, And I mean a lot.
Yeah. It definitely looked like someone was desperate to get something from it. What? You don't know.
I think they were trying to get something to pull off the murder, but if they weren't trying to kill him with normal injuries, why bother? There is nothing there that you could use for an exorcism that the building doesn't already have.
Okay.
He's got a point. It had a lot of normal tools for murder, but I don't think it had anything that would be useful for this case. And firewood's not hard to come by around here.
Okay, no, probably not. You're not sure why this place has firewood in the rec room. There isn't anything there that uses it.
I'm not getting wood chips all over the floor of my room when I finally have free time to read.
Huh? That explains that then, you guess.
This definitely sounds relevant, but I don't know how.
You don't get it either.
Maybe they didn't get what they wanted and had to improvise?
Definitely possible. Not satisfying, but it's possible.
That is definitely not a satisfying answer, but we won't get anywhere with it, so I guess we'll have to try something else.
Yeah. Who the heck would know that there's a blind spot there anyway?
That's a good question. Who would have known Snatcher's visibility there is non-existent?
The minion himself?
I think I know.
You do?
You do?
Darling, do you remember a couple weeks ago?
Who?
Yeah. You walked in on me in the subconite in the shower because you were so out of it.
Please don't mention the contract. Please don't mention the contract.
You and the minion were showering at the exact same time?
Why is it that we can't go Why is it that we can't go one killing game without all of the ships sinking?
So do the little girls, and you don't hear anyone saying anything about that.
Well, that's different.
How is that different?
That's not the point I was getting at. Dad, what were you and my minion doing?
The nomad glares very angrily at Grooves and tries mouthing, "You promise not to say anything." But their mouth is under their giant clothes that cover almost their whole body, so he can't see that. Darling, you did this? No, there's more to this than that. I promised not to speak of that, didn't I? Well, crap. Oh god, this looks bad. This looks bad. Okay.
So, you were in the sauna with the minion?
Yeah, it looks that way.
It's more like we were in there at around the same time. It's not like we went in there together at the exact same moment.
Coincidental shower timing. The fact that the nomad hung out with them really before doesn't really help.
I haven't really seen them in the minion much since Trial 3 happened, but I'm not seeing everything they do, so...
Okay. That's a fair point. But can we confirm the two of them no
I don't
longer...
think anyone can confirm something like that besides Snatcher.
I honestly can't tell. Monitoring multiple people in the building at once isn't exactly easy. And even then, my minion spent almost all of his time in the spa. But Grooves seems to think it was the nomad. Further thoughts, Grooves? Be honest.
Alright, this is now reliant on Grooves telling us how to do it. I kind of want to see what else Monica has to say. Come on, Monica, what else do you have to say?
Okay, let's see. Which debate are we at? Remember,
Alright.
this is a lie segment.
Yeah.
So Grooves has to tell a lie for a particular reason, and it's a lie that would probably only make sense for him to say.
Yeah.
Let Grooves know that could be used in the context of this situation.
Not a clue.
Don't worry, he'll get it. Good luck.
Let's hope. Let's hope I can get it.
So, you were in the sauna with the minion?
It's more like we were in there at around the same time.
Man, it's very hard to
It's
read
not
the
like we went
subtitles
in there
when it's,
together
you
at
know,
the
pure
exact same
white.
moment.
Well, I haven't really seen them near the minion much since Trial 3 happened, but
It wasn't
I'm not
pure
seeing
white
everything
before,
they
was
do,
it?
so
The two of them no longer stayed close?
I don't think anyone can confirm something like that besides Snatcher.
I honestly can't tell. Monitoring multiple people in the building at once isn't exactly easy.
Damn
and
it,
even
bro.
then, my minions spent
It
almost
makes sense,
all
so keep
this
your
time in the
yaps up.
spa. But Groove seems to think it was the Nomad. Further thoughts, Grooves? Be honest.
Massive apologies for the wait. At least the music's good.
So, you
I
were
think
in
it's
the
meant to
sauna
be
with
the
minion?
coincidental shower timing.
It's more like we were
Yeah, there we go.
into the truth.
Gag 5.
Coming through. There's not really
Christ?
anything interesting that happened. They didn't even come in at the same time. It was just a coincidence.
Oh, yes,
Then
Groove.
why'd you say, I think I know who knew about the blind spot?
I said I think for a reason. The moment was such a blur. I didn't remember the details right.
I guess that's the testimony I get from someone extremely traumatized. Great. I thought we had a lead.
That's your own fault, Snatcher! I don't know what those two planned, but I'm choosing to trust you two. Don't make me regret this. Pressure's on.
So, what next? Better hurry before it's too late.
You ask Snatcher if there are any other options available that would kill a minion.
There is one option. I don't know how they'd pull it off, and it wouldn't explain the lack of dweller part. Minions of mine get their bodies via contract. And if the contract is null and void, like if that bonfire was used to burn it, for example, the body would automatically reject the dweller inside once the contract is ruined.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is how that works. The Forgotten Children brought that up too, or at least it's specified that they signed the contracts to get their bodies anyway.
The dweller going missing wouldn't make this a perfect fit. Unless... Snatcher? I think your minion backstabbed you.
Oh? Oh!
He did?
That would make sense. If the minion was the one to do this, it would explain why they could grab the contract without Snatcher knowing. He'd have access to those areas and knows when he plans on doing something. Oh, that music suddenly was perfectly timed.
Well played indeed. No wonder he hung out in the spa all the time. He's been trying to screw me over for a while. But that doesn't explain something. He didn't have his contract on his person.
He must
Alright.
have hidden the contract somewhere in the spa den all this time. And wherever he hid the contract, he's hiding there right now.
Not what I was gonna say, but that's an option too. It'd be hard to believe anyone be dumb enough to act as their accomplice.
This isn't looking good for you, darling.
So, where could he be hiding?
The TV set. Correct.
Wasn't there a TV in there? Perhaps they're hiding inside of it. TVs can be open and hidden in, right?
Should be, yeah. How else would you get to the circuits?
I'll be right back.
Snatcher leaves. You immediately accuse the Nomad.
Darling, I have no idea what you're planning, but it better be good.
I'm impressed that you have the gall to try dealing with Snatcher like this.
They all know it's the Nomad. I love how they all realize it's the Nomad. But no one wants to fess it up because they're all like, we hate Snatcher more.
Okay, we don't have much time.
The Dweller pops out from under the Nomad's giant hood thing. So that's where he's hiding.
No time. Here.
The Nomad and Minion rush to give them each a blue colored spray can. Blue spray paint? Makes sense. It's Snatcher's biggest weakness.
It is in your pockets, people.
The Minion goes back into hiding and everyone hides their spray
There's
cans.
something else in them.
Oh. And what would that... Snatcher's back.
Hey, darling.
Discussing something while I'm gone? Plotting something against me?
Obviously.
Wasn't the Dweller in the TV set?
No, they were not.
An extra ingredient to blue spray, huh? The missing peppers! Homemade pepper spray mixed with blue paint. Nice thinking. That might actually work. You have no idea what to expect at this point, but at least you've got something to work with.
Alright, for now my theory. One of you is an accomplice to my minion.
Okay.
I don't know how you managed to keep the contract hidden from me, but it won't help you now.
Alright.
Is that what those body searches were for?
Of course, moron! Why else would I do that?
That... yeah, Snatcher's getting very aggressive now. I love the contrast between this and the original one.
If you fess up now, I promise not to murder your friends.
Alright, that's a good one. We have friends.
You're more of a partner against crime, but meh, close enough. I doubt the accomplice would reveal themselves now, though.
The accomplice or minion burned the contract, right? Surely the dweller is hiding somewhere.
No
Body
crap.
searches.
And I don't know where, so I can punish him. Who hid the contract?
Huh. Can you give more of a hint? You can't really think of
They
anything.
did hide it on their person somewhere.
We checked everywhere.
Oh. You don't really know what to do right now. Oh, God. Here we go. Hey, Monica. I kind of want to know what you're going to say to this.
Okay, looks like the nomad's in a situation, huh?
Yep.
There's one way out of it, it seems.
Yep.
This is the last debate, so try something that'll really throw Snatcher for a loop.
Okay.
You got this.
See you in the next mod. Oh, there's going to be a next mod. I like that.
If you
Alright,
fess
let's
up
do
now,
this.
I promise not
Let's
to
do
murder
this.
your friends.
We have friends. I love that line. I still love that line.
You're more of a partner against crime, but meh, close enough. I doubt the accomplice would reveal themselves now, though.
Alright.
The accomplice or minion burned the contract, right? Surely the dweller is hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
No crap.
I still
And
think
I
it's the
don't know
body
where,
set.
so I can punish him. Who hid the contract?
Can you give any more of a hint? You really can't think of
Maybe
anything.
they did hide it on their person somewhere.
We checked.
There we go. There we go. You didn't search everywhere.
There is one place they could have hidden it.
Oh yeah? Where?
Well, if someone hid it somewhere on their person under their clothes, they'd probably have a rash or paper cuts in the area it was hidden, right? I doubt paper on flesh would be comfortable no matter the position.
Okay.
Yeah, but there aren't any paper cuts on anybody. My eyes! It burns! It burns!
In front of the children, darling.
You are very glad you cannot see well from across the room.
You should probably get that checked out.
The nomad pulls their hood back enough for the dweller to slither out easily, and they both start spraying him.
Oh God, the pain!
What are you all waiting for? A letter from the Queen? Get over here.
Yeah, get over here.
Where are you? You piece of...
I wonder if the blindness will be permanent. Go all out until he is.
I don't know if that's how it'll work, but okay.
I mean, he's a ghost, so you'd prefer something more epic, but practical works too.
You've had this coming a long time, darling.
But I can't see. Where? What's happening?
If I didn't completely hate you, I'd pity you right now.
If even pushover McDishrag here hates you.
Do you want me to pepper spray you too? Personality and feelings, you know.
I love the gag that happens with the nomad.
I definitely didn't give you enough credit.
No, you didn't. I'm passive, not a pushover.
Very true.
Well,
Very true.
No. Snatcher. You've lost.
And? Just what are you going to do to me? You can't kill me. You can't trap me. Are you just gonna leave me here?
Yes.
I'm staying here with you. You're not going anywhere.
Stop it already!
You guys go on ahead. I'll stay here.
Let's get out of here.
That was eventful.
Huh. It was eventful.
Very much so. But at least the worst is behind us.
Yeah. The elevator suddenly stops. Why?
Or not.
Why does the world hate me?
Kid, you got a hooked up badge? If you do, aim for that hatch up there. I don't want any of you looking anywhere I don't want you to, so hurry on up the ladder.
You're wearing a skirt too.
I definitely don't need to see that.
Don't take too long to decide. I don't trust the elevator.
Good point. I'll go next since I'm wearing pants and I don't have to stare at your butt the whole way up.
You are okay with this? How the Christ did you make that sound?
What was...
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that works. Great job, Rebel Squad. Snatcher is history.
Us too looking at that.
What about...
Really, it's falling apart. We gotta move.
Bruce, move faster.
These shoes are not meant for ladders, darling.
I mean, granted, how tall are they?
Ugh, why did I let you go first?
Okay, I know this is a bad time, but I gotta make this joke.
What joke? This is not helping. Alright, so did Snatcher literally just die? Eventually at the elevator entrance to the trial ground.
That was scary.
Good thing the blueness is slower than dirt. Otherwise you'd have all died by now.
Darling, cram it.
Please stop hitting each other for 5 minutes today. We have bigger issues right now.
Yeah, like reality falling apart.
They're right. We have a crisis on our hands right now. That void will devour us eventually, so we need to figure out how to get out of here.
And just to 100% confirm this for everyone, Snatcher. Snatcher is dead. He fell into the void and couldn't fly away from it, or even see it in the first place.
I figured,
Okay.
but the confirmation is nice to hear. We need an evacuation plan, ASAP. Anyone got anything?
The TV?
We could open the front door using something from Snatcher's control room.
It's not gonna help. All you'll see out there is the collapsing time rift we're all stuck in.
Well, that definitely makes sense.
Okay. How do we escape a collapsing rift?
You complete it.
Same as a normal rift. Find the timepiece that caused it.
That's how you and Hat Kid got out. One of you finds it and everyone stuck inside usually comes out at once. Though this isn't the same situation since the rift is collapsing.
Let's check Snatcher's room first.
Okay. Why are you back in your body? At the control room after a search.
New timepiece.
At least you finally got yours back now.
We've got this far. We can't give up now. It's practically the home stretch. Is there anything that looks different from normal?
Well, this giant screen TV wasn't active before, but I never really had enough time to be thorough in here.
Very true.
Channel Z?
Sounds important. Anyone know what this is?
Absolutely not.
I feel like I heard this before somewhere.
Really? You think you heard someone mumble about it at some point, but you can't remember where or who. Editor's note. It was mentioned in Trial 3's White Noise.
Should we press the big green button?
We don't
Sure.
have many options.
Darling!
Rap.
What? The Nomad hesitantly steps on the giant green button, a golden remote falling into his hands before getting sucked into the TV. The Dweller presses the button and follows after them.
Should we follow them?
You're gonna, regardless. You're sick of this building anyway, and it's not gonna last long with the blue void closing in.
Agreed. Charge!
What do I have to lose?
Your life, but you're probably gonna lose that anyway. What the Christ? On the other side, in Channel Z's main hub.
Wow. weren't we here before?
Looks like the ground from Trial 3.
Huh.
More intruders enter my domain.
Ew, that was a weird feeling.
You're not used to your body stretching like that.
Anyone else? Is that all of you?
Oh, great. Now what?
A voice like that can only mean one thing. We found the mastermind that trumps even the Snatcher.
Okay.
No, I am not affiliated with that inflatable tube man you call a mastermind. Your struggle in that game took place in my domain, so of course I know. My only question is this. Why have you come to Channel Z's core?
We have? We didn't know that.
Hold on. We've been in TV land this whole time?
You're in TV? Awesome! You want to go invade some cartoons and ruin them self-insert fanfic style?
I have no idea what's going on right now. Can we just go home?
You don't plan on getting in my way or anything?
No.
That depends. Are you planning world domination?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment.
What kind of answer is that?
Look, I've already got another villain trying to take over the media dimension right now. Keeping her from taking over is taking up almost everything I have, up to the point where cooperating with Dex sounds pleasant by comparison. If I give you directions out, will you just leave?
But warning evil is my whole thing.
Then it's for Junko and not me. I can't take much more of that.
Wait,
all right.
Right now?
Houston, we've got a lot of problems.
Yeah, that's... Man, are there more than there were before? Oh, Jesus.
I'm just gonna slowly walk away from this situation.
Good choice! Good choice! Yep!
About those directions?
You're most familiar with?
Picture Perfect from Dead Bird Studios.
Okay, head for the rocket channel. Look for the TV that says Picture Perfect. Go in there, then exit through the TV in the space station. Don't take the TV in the crater. You will get lost. Also, you might need to bring oxygen.
Okay, that sounds like one up.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Boys.
If you see any Junkos on the way, do me and TV a favor by killing them.
That's my specialty.
Alright. Okay, quite some time later.
Oh, are we there yet?
My moon studio! We're finally free from the grasp of the ring.
Okay. You kind of want to go back to space in weird TV, go back to space in TV land.
Can we go to a Christmas themed channel next time? So I could beat the tower out of Santa for his incessant breaking and entering?
Not questioning. That and the no rocket launcher thing.
That too, but that reason is a lot more petty.
Alright.
Well, we just relax for a week and get our bearings straight first. Then we can ruin Christmas.
Hooray! We're gonna ruin Christmas!
I love how we're the good guys. That is not something they should be saying out loud, considering how much everyone loves Christmas. You should try getting in touch with Hat Kid. What was her phone number?
Don't worry, darling. I have it written down somewhere. Probably back at the office.
Okay.
So, what are we all going to do now that we're free?
Good question.
Well, I need to get back to Mafia Town ASAP. I need to check if everything there is okay or not after the Mafia boss died.
You want to help with the Nakuza.
I'm probably gonna take a vacation. I was gonna before, but Conductor booked a cruise around the time on the same boat I was going to, and I just wanted to avoid that headache.
Yeah, that's fair. The boat sank too, so lucky him.
Seriously.
No way I'm going home after this. Subcon is... It hurts to go back. Hey, can I room with you?
I don't mind, but life in the Alps isn't very eventful.
There's a reason why you're called Dishwater.
That sounds perfect to me. Subcon is too eventful.
In that case, sure.
Alright, I guess we'll head to Deadbird so Hat Kid can give us a ride to where we need to go.
Aw, You're back from the crossover. That was exhaustingly fun. She got invited to a crossover and didn't invite you. You're so jealous right now. Hey, she made it out of the killing game. Out of curious, did everyone else make it?
Everyone but Snatcher.
Grooves already went back to the moon, and you already dropped the Dweller and Nomad off at the now sandy Alps. You should probably explain what happened.
We got caught up. Don't worry. We know that timelines have been merging now.
Well, they aren't anymore. You just fixed them up, and with some alternate timeline people. Japanese schoolgirls, fantasy characters, and Cactus Wife.
Oh! I never get invited to anything fun!
Why is that not surprising in the slightest?
Well, I guess the world's already been saved. So now all that's left is to permanently incapacitate the Mafia and Yakuza forever.
Yeah, that's biting off more than she can chew. You really don't recommend this. She's, in over her head.
In over my head?
Way in over her head.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm pretty bored. What do we do?
You have a TV with a game console right over there.
I vote we play Mortal Kombat.
You would! You would! You're not old enough to play that.
Doom? Resident Evil with dinosaurs?
We met that girl, didn't we? Can she just look through your games first, Frogger?
Ugh, there better be something good in here.
I mean, there's Spyro, there's Crash Team Racing. You got a lot of new and interesting ones from over the...
What is Pepsi Man?
You really included that Christing thing. Oh my god. You got that while you were in Japan. You're gonna need to figure out how to get around the reach and lock to play that.
Frogger sound good?
Sure, why not? Sometimes you just can't beat a classic. Main plot complete. No way you could have done that as a kid. Looks like it's finally over. You don't really know what to say or do now. Maybe you should stop and think over your new experience. Yeah, no kidding. Last set of supports, who would you like to see interacting? You know what? Let's see Mafia Boss and Empress, because I think that's different on this route. So concludes their arrangement. Okay.
Should I be concerned by that chuckling?
Probably.
Oh no, you specifically shouldn't be worried. Unless you cross me, then yes, you should be worried.
I take it you won't tell me. You have me curious.
Well, I'm thinking of adding some paintings to my stock.
Paintings?
Is this related to Subkin?
Consider proving yourself not a complete imbecile, rewarded by me not trapping you inside one of those frames.
Ah, very
That's
fair.
a very disturbing compliment.
I believe our business together is concluded. Ta-ta for now.
Okay.
I just want life to be interesting. Yet I'm treated like scum as if I'm comparable to her. Well, at least that's over with.
Empress and Mafia Bass have achieved A support. No, they have not. I know Walter and Greg is different. Not available in G-Route. That's fair, honestly. Our pro tags unite. You want to go with Hat Kid on Adventures? This plan is kind of boring. You've seen all it has to offer. You have no issue with her joining you. Sounds like fun. Yeah, you want to go see other planets and go on that crossover trip? I remember this one. We saw this one. Alright, so I'm probably just gonna quickly view all of them, and I'm just going to skip until we see the ones which we know which are brand new, okay? Ah, Minion and Nomad. This one's different. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that immediate line instantly describes why it's different.
The doctor says I need to avoid moving the area for a while to let it heal, amongst other things.
Okay.
Healing?
Slowly, but yes.
That's good to hear.
Are the other dwellers around here talking?
Yeah, it's weird too. They said it just kinda happened.
Now you
Yeah.
don't need to worry about communication being an issue.
Yeah.
That's good.
What do we do now?
I'm laying in bed until my... that heals.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stay here in case you need me.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Alright. Alpine Nomad and Minion / Dweller have achieved C support. Okay. Director and Badge Seller. Well, that's gonna be different because it's now Grooves instead of Conductor, so... I think this goes without saying, but your route affects this one. Yeah.
I'm looking for a badge that can add some pizzazz to my next movie.
Alright.
Anything specific?
Something to add some flair to my dancing. Something on the opposite end of stressful would be nice.
Okay.
So, you require the Peaceful Badge. It's an uncommon badge, but it sounds like what you desire.
Isn't that the one that plays Peace and Tranquility when we dance?
Peaceful Badge?
I had to make a deal to get this myself. So, to be fair, 250 pawns isn't the cheapest price available. But I recommend it over the Metro, where it's available for 200.
Why?
I'll just buy it from you then. I've heard nothing but bad stuff about the Metro.
Very fair.
250 pawns, please.
Grooves buys the badge.
Thank you for your business. Any other badges?
Maybe later. I want to try my new badge first.
Please don't play the music. Grooves and the Badge Seller have achieved C support. Also, I could have included another Marge kicking people joke, but comparing the Peaceful Badge to drugs is too easy, and I've already used Marge kicking people about 5 times. Oh, God. Alright, that's all of them then. Let's see the end. Okay, let's head for the epilogue, then the credits.
After Hat Kid went on a massive galactic adventure with a
I
bunch
swear
of
the
random
credits are
strangers
going to be
and
different
returned to the
too,
planet she
because
lost her space
obviously.
skill on, she decided to finally head home. At least for a while. Even someone as energetic as her needs to rest now and again.
Okay.
Grooves was able to pick the penguin from the killing game out from the crowd. He was unofficially promoted to second in command due to being there for Grooves when things looked bleak during the game. Grooves doesn't want to show favoritism, but in this situation, it's hard not to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
The
very
Mafia
fair.
Goof continued to learn about alien life to the best of his ability. But he can't stay cooped up in Hat Kid's mailroom forever, so that's on hold for now.
Also
Paul
fair.
eventually got their apartment situation sorted out, but unfortunately, crime rarely requires detectives where he and his roommates live. So they needed transportation in the metro to help deal with police investigations there. They eventually decided it was best to move again.
Yeah,
The
work
Owl
can be like
continued
that.
working towards furthering science. With the dimension of television being new territory, entertainment media was never quite the same.
I can imagine so.
The tourists finished their vacation on the moon and went on to more scenic spots, such as scenic, lots of freaking sand.
The badge seller lived a normal, twitchy life selling badges alongside the other identical red-colored merchants that sound exactly the same.
Okay.
Anna from Fire Emblem sued for copyright infringement, though.
Timmy stayed on the planet for a while longer before going back to the spaceship to see all that's different from the timeline he's used to, now that things have stabilized. Unfortunately, he had a dumpster dive to stink enough to scare away Mafia from the spaghetti restaurant to eat. He's been associated with trash cans by the general public since.
Poor Timmy.
The Mafia boss continued to dominate the city of calcite and adventure, unimpeded for a time. Unfortunately, Mustache Girl was persistent and very violent.
We can believe that.
He had to return to his home island with the other Mafia willing to leave in tow because of Mustache Girl sending an ominous letter. She definitely did damage, but it wasn't as bad as it looked. They stayed a while, due to homesickness they didn't realize they had until arriving.
Aww.
Red grew up in a very confusing situation. He never really got used to calling Greg or Walter his brothers. And despite all evidence pointing to the blood relation, he couldn't understand it. Unfortunately, he was now a small child in the brand new scary world, so he had very little options available. Cooking Cat got a job as a caterer for Groove's next movie, as she agreed to during the killing game. Her food garnered her a good rep from the actors, and Grooves put a good word in for her, and thus her popularity got a huge boost.
Oh, good for her!
Thor returned to his workshop in Mafia Town, eventually relocating to the desert, where it was more quiet and there was more space to work.
he was called to the pumpkin factory for repairs fairly often afterwards.
Fair enough to him.
Tim and his friend continue to be vital in staving off time travel-related issues. Though, he's only one person, so some things slip through the cracks.
Adult returned to the Times End bookstore, expanding her collection before returning home. But time was always wonky, so it wouldn't be long before something happened. She tried to enjoy herself while that respite lasted.
Ah, responsibilities of an
half
adult.
affected by the influence of the mysterious book's entity, never fully returned to her old self. She never fully recovered from the breakup either, and is definitely not happy knowing the truth of why she's been losing her mind over time. The residents that didn't fear her supported her, which helped with the problems a little.
Moonjumper! Moonjumper left Subcon for the moon to explore its mysterious, luminous wonder, never returning again.
I mean, it's in his
He
name.
slowly started to lose his appreciation of the moon because of how loud and not mysterious it turned out to be.
Oh yeah, because of the moon penguins.
Dr. B continued to go through mobs with me, also becoming her own entity in the community. Life's never dull around with her. Between the both of us, she's always been more popular.
Wait, I'm popular?
Check your own playable.
I remember this.
Over 4,000 subs?
Yep.
Woo! I'm popular! Do you have a playable?
It's 1,000 subs right now.
Okay, you need more subs than that. But also, woo! We're popular!
Gotta love the Bakas. I
let's
like the
move on.
Bakas.
We've got to finish the epilogue.
Backer A, also known as Jacko, went on to play through more Hat and Time mods, becoming more integrated as his own entity. His slower, more thoughtful approach balanced out the more energetic approach of Backer B, also known as me.
I wish I had faster reflexes.
And I wish I didn't die all the time.
Well, that's the idea
The
between
Empress expanded
thoughtfulness
her
and
jewelry business with an addition of priceless abstract paintings to be sold to the highest bidders. Those who cross her go missing, yet become the next canvas subject. Allegations of subcon painting use eventually came up. The paintings went missing before the cops could investigate this allegation.
The seal was arrested for gross incompetence and several accounts of first-degree
I love
arson.
this bit.
He actually broke out of prison the next day by slipping on a wet floor and falling out the window into a nearby pool.
Well done, Seal. Well done.
Ruby lived quietly with Hatkid on the spaceship. Nothing super eventful happened, but they're okay with that. They're tired of being stepped on and ridden like a carnival ride anyway.
We're gonna do that as
The
soon as this is
Yakuza
over.
continued serving the Empress from behind the scenes. The Metro was practically complete Yakuza territory with their eyes all over.
Yeah.
They had noticed that tourism was at an all-time low, though.
Gee, I wonder why.
Sam never discovered the truth of the Mafia, despite how painfully obvious it was. He was given the nickname Detective Useless, but couldn't seem to figure out that was an insult.
Which kind of says something.
Frank and Walter never fully got used to the situation they were dealt. And raising Red was not just difficult, but awkward as heck. They could all still do train work, but the awkwardness was so noticeable, it was kind of physically taxing.
Yeah, that's
The
understandable.
fish dude joined the Sandworm in selling radical shirts and stuff. The hot, dry desert climate wasn't good for fish dude, though. So, they cooperated long distance.
Mustache Girl was disappointed that she basically had to deal with the Mafia from scratch again,
Okay.
but was satisfied getting him out of town.
Hmm.
The Yakuza are too much for her and Bo-Kid to handle. They decided it was smarter to keep out of the Metro and dissuade anyone from ever going because of it.
That is
The
definitely
Nomad
different.
lived an uneventful, quiet life in the Alps that got coated in sand. Accidents involving falling off cliffs and splatting decreased.
Huh.
But now there's sand everywhere. The Nomad had to go see a doctor about a really awkward rash, though.
Yeah, they
Bo-Kid
did.
decided it was best to join Hat Kid for more adventures, as she was exhausted with the current planet. She was deemed Player 2 from then on. Timmy was Player 3. Things were a lot less boring for her from then on.
Good for
Bruce
her.
went back to his no-stress lifestyle almost immediately. Before he could make more movies, he wanted to take an R&R hiatus due to the Killing Game.
Understandable.
Without Conductor's arrival, he didn't have any competition in the movie industry anymore, and kept winning gold from then on. The Minion, now a dweller, lived with the Nomad, mostly in solitude. There they met many other dwellers that escaped Subcon. Seems he wasn't the only one that hated it there.
It wasn't too exciting, but they were okay with that.
Good for them.
Snatcher went missing for a noticeably long time before returning, more frightful than ever. Subcon was never the same.
Ooh. Okay, so Snatcher came back, did they? Well. I can't remember how to skip this quicker, because I know we've seen these credits before, because I've gone over them last time, and all the effort that went into this mod, and the fact it took me so long to play this second B route. Jesus Christ, I am so sorry about that, everyone. I should have played this ages ago. I just lost track of time. Yeah. Still. I enjoy I really like how this particular story went. The just absolute shift on its head of change of the story was really nice to me. And the fact that technically Snatcher died in this one properly is a lot more weirder than anything. It's definitely a big, massive change in the story, isn't it? And I like that. It's really good. I don't know if you're still watching this, because I don't know if I'm including the credits at this point, but I'll probably see you when, I'm actually doing the outro. Thank you so much for sticking with the series till the end. There we go! It was an absolute pleasure to both play and be a part of this series. I'm so sorry it took me so long to play the alternate route. Oh god, that was very bad of me. No, I will not. Well, everyone! It looks like I'm all out of time today, so I suppose let me know in the comments, do you actually want me to play more Hat in Time mods? Just every now and then, because I know the modding community is still full and active. So just coming back to this game every now and then doesn't seem like a bad idea. Plus, it's cute and fun. There's nothing wrong with cute and fun. Well, everyone, looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode, so I'm all out of time for this episode, so I've completely forgotten how I do my outro. Well, everyone, I'm afraid that until the next time, I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.